Megyn Kelly just destroyed some big shots of the industry on her TV show, The Megyn Kelly Show. The audience was completely surprised as the hostess took on celebrities like Jennifer Lopez, Oprah, and Taylor Swift and destroyed them for their hypocrisy. As the U.S. presidential elections have finally wrapped up in favor of the Republican leader Donald Trump, the supporters of the Republican Party now have the time to take the Democratic supporters to the cleaners for the extensive ragging that they did to the Republicans during the election campaigns.
One of the big losers, the celeb crowd. We touched on this yesterday. Beyonce, loser. Oprah, huge loser. J-Lo, you matter, loser.
Using her blunt and direct opinion of woke celebrities, Megyn Kelly has channeled her criticism to people like Oprah Winfrey, who has been a supporter of the Democrats for a long time now. All she has stored in her brain cells to support the Democratic leader is her affiliation because of her ideology. As a critic of the Republican leader, she always looks to criticize his decisions and choices. For example, she made a snide comment a few days back.
And I was hiking on a Sunday afternoon and I met a woman named Angela who told me that she was going to sit this one out. Now I know she was immediately sorry she told me that, because I would not let up. So I said, sit this one out. We don't get to sit this one out. If we don't show up tomorrow, it is entirely possible that we will not have the opportunity to ever cast a ballot again. And let me be very clear. If you do not make sure that the people in your life can get to the polls, that is a mistake. Deciding not to decide, that is most definitely a vote to let other people control your future. Now, we all know what we're voting against. So I want to end by reminding you about a few things that we're voting for. We are voting to defend and protect the Constitution of the United States.
This is actually her way of saying that the Republican leader will be no less than a dictator to this country, who will seize the right to cast votes in the future, which is why everyone should be voting for the Democratic Party to remain independent and free. Believe it or not, her comments actually got the attention of Trump, who bulldozed her for her poor choice of words.
I think it's ridiculous. You know, Oprah, I was on her last show, or one of her last shows, and they picked the biggest people and all of that, and made a big deal. And I'm disappointed. I think Oprah's become a major divider in our country, and I think, frankly, she should be ashamed of herself. I think Oprah should be ashamed of herself to say that. She should be ashamed. She knows me. She wanted to run with me as the vice president. She was going to be the vice president. She wrote me a letter. It's in the book. And now she goes and makes statements like that. She's a divider. And Barack Hussein Obama is a divider, too.
Another celebrity Megyn Kelly booed on air is the American singing sensation Beyonce, who also stood up for Harris on her social media handles and posts. Beyonce also allowed her track Freedom as the anthem for the Harris campaign. Zrenia, she denied to the Republicans after they were issued a cease and desist letter from the record label for using the song. As it turns out, the Democratic campaign flaunted many celebrities and stars promoting the candidate's message at conventions and rallies, including Beyonce. Responding to their inclusion, the Republican leader explicitly remarked that he doesn't need a star because he has policy. This evidently came out in favor of the Republicans, which has tripped celebrities like Beyonce into a pitfall. Now that the tables have turned in favor of the Republicans, Megyn Kelly has all the more reason to mock the untiring struggles of these superstars, who all went down the drain pretty quickly.
J-Lo, you matter, loser. No one cares what you think. If you want to talk to me about what it is you're doing to your skin, I'm all in. Go on. You got my full attention. If you want to tell me who to vote for or what's happening with the economy or immigration, please sit down. No one cares. We would like to know what happened between you and Ben Affleck, what happened between you and P. Diddy, exactly what you're doing to your butt, and how you keep your skin so glowy. That will end the list of things we care about J-Lo's opinion on.
Megyn Kelly also took some brutal digs at Jennifer Lopez for having more than enough on her plate. Jennifer Lopez is primarily famous for her controversies and scandals, including the sudden reunion with her long-forgotten husband, Ben Affleck. Then, 2 years later, they suddenly separated after a scandal in the papers about her relationship with Sean Diddy. But the American singer also became involved in politics when she started endorsing Democratic candidate campaigns with the slogan, "You Matter," and campaigned for the Democratic leader in the rallies.
I was born here, and we are Americans. I am a mother. I am a sister. I am an actor and an entertainer, and I like Hollywood endings. I like when the good guy, or in this case, the good girl wins. And with an understanding of our past and a faith in our future, I will be casting my ballot for Kamala Harris for President of the United States proudly. Our pain matters. We matter. You matter. Your voice and your vote matters. And look, don't be afraid to make people around you uncomfortable. Invite people around you to be the change, to go out there and vote. Nobody likes having tough conversations or talking about politics, but trust me, I've been in some of these rooms. I see the way power works in this country. They love it when you do nothing.
Aside from her Democratic support, she was also very critical of the Republican leader's comments and took on her accounts to criticize the man. However, now she has nowhere to go as all the cannons from people like Megyn Kelly and Elon Musk have been set to bombard her for her criticism of the Republicans.
Taylor Swift, sorry. You effed around and found out. You do not have unlimited influence. The young girls love you because you sing songs about men who break up with you, and they can all relate to that. No one gives two shits about your political opinion, so you should take it and stuff it. That could be your next song. Stuff it. That's what the American electorate told me. We could play it on Thanksgiving as we do that to our turkeys. They will remind us of you and your political opinions.
Now, this list also includes Taylor Swift, who showed her support for the Democratic Manifesto. She even introduced her Eras Tour-inspired blue bracelets, which are the color of the Democratic Party. However, SST was not even wholeheartedly involved in the campaigns, as she reportedly preferred a football match over the Election Day Eve rally, where she enjoyed a Chiefs game with her Republican friends. Despite that, many people, like comedian Kathy Griffin, took her in for schooling once the results poured in. Griffin blamed Taylor Swift for the Democratic Party's devastating loss. Similar to these celebrities, many senior actors, such as Harrison Ford, supported the Democratic Party. Ford has even issued a video for the campaign endorsing the Democratic leader in her presidential contest.
I'm Harrison Ford, doing something I never thought I'd do. Telling people I've never met who I'm voting for and why I think they might do the same. This election, I'm casting my ballot for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Do I agree with every one of their policies? Of course not. Do I think they're perfect? Come on, for crying out loud, they're people just like you and me. But these two people believe in the rule of law. They believe in science. They believe that when you govern, you do so for all Americans. They believe that we are in this together. These are ideas I believe in. These are people I can get behind.
Despite the Democratic Party's endless efforts to attract A-list celebrities and personalities to endorse their campaign, they have remained defeated in this presidential campaign, which sends a clear message to their leader. People won't buy the word of celebrities as much as the change, and policies will lure them towards the party. Megyn Kelly has brutally thrashed the celebrities for using their influence and followers to spread a dubious message that would have proven detrimental to the country in the long run.